It used to be great minds like Socrates and Aristotle gave us the answers to life's biggest questions, but now it's MS Paint meme doodles.
Here is your soy burger.
I ordered chicken tendies. You fast food workers are idiots.
Here he is, boys, Wojak. I can guarantee you're all aware of this beautiful bald man. From its origin as a simple relatable meme, Wojak's evolution into an entire universe of characters used in thought-provoking memes and animations that reflect upon our own existence is something I find incredibly cool, and also pretty retarded. The year was 2010. An amateur drawing of what looked like a brain-dead cartoon was posted in Crowdchan, basically 4chan for German degenerates, by a Polish user named Wojak. The neckbeards over at Crowdchan quickly picked up on this, deeming Wojak to be the perfect name for the meme. The Wojak meme initially gained popularity with a simple but relatable catchphrase, "I know that feel, bro." The meme was incredibly versatile, used to describe anything from getting a computer virus to being too white. However, this meme was quickly ruined when someone decided to show us what was really going on.
Holy shit, get it away.
But it was clear, Wojak was a hit. The meme's simplicity meant that literally anyone could bring it into MS Paint, make a few adjustments, and have a visual masterpiece in their hands. The meme was simple but complex, recognisable but infinitely customizable. In other words, it was the perfect meme, making it no surprise that a decade later, it's evolved so far past what Wojak ever could have imagined. There was a time when there was only one Wojak, but now there's an entire universe of him. The inherent simplicity of the meme meant that any degenerate with MS Paint could contribute. This led to a lot of variations, each satirically representing common lifestyles and personalities present in modern society. There's truly a Wojak for everything. Doomer. The Doomer depicts a young male wearing a black hoodie, black beanie, and smoking a fat cig. The Doomer embodies nihilism, feels alienated from others, is usually asleep during the day and awake at night, but the Doomer spends his time shitposting on Discord. The Doomer hates degenerates, despite being one himself. Chad. Blonde hair, blue eyes, muscular physique. Initially a term used by angry virgins on the internet, Chad was introduced to the Wojak universe to portray a successful, sexually active alpha male. Giga Chad was his final evolution. Coomer. Receding hairline, scraggly beard, poor hygiene and a jacked right arm from excessive masturbation. The Coomer is used to describe someone extremely addicted to watching adult content and is genuinely considered a complete loser. Zoomer. The Zoomer represents Gen Z. He's a hype beast with a slick back hairstyle and designer specs. The Zoomer's favourite activities consist of listening to mumble rap and doing Fortnite dances. Boomer. At least 30 years old, balding with sunglasses and completely out of touch with younger generations. The Boomer is a naive Monster Energy enthusiast and believes back in his day, everything was better. All of these characters are inherently comedic and satirical at face value. However, underneath the autism lies something far more sinister. Self-hatred, being stuck in the rat race as a complete wage slave, and living with addiction. All very common issues in modern society, all represented visually through Wojaks, making Wojaks the perfect canvas for philosophical commentary that any retard can understand. In fact, Wojak has become such a good meme that a huge community of animators on YouTube have made successful careers based around him. Not only are these animations absolutely hilarious, dig a little deeper and you realise just how relatable, dark and thought-provoking they can truly be. Cryptocurrency.
Don't screenshot my NFT.
Notorious for two things, scams and insane fucking gains. Crypto can make you very rich very quickly, but whilst trading it your emotions will get the better of you, and because of this, Wojak has become synonymous with crypto memes, especially on YouTube. Wojak crypto memes usually depict Wojak as a wage slave stuck in the rat race, with crypto being his only chance to escape and purchase a Lamborghini, the true symbol of success. You may see these memes as nothing but unfunny shitposts, but trust me, they are so much more. The audience roots for Wojak's success, but laughs at his demise. Just like Wojak, we all want to better our situations, so we identify with the meme. When Wojak inevitably fails, we laugh because we're thankful it isn't us, but yet we relate to the pain. Wojak crypto memes are built upon a real world desperation to escape the monotony of the rat race, to instead be free to pursue your career as a G Fuel taste tester. Nowadays, seemingly everyone hates their job and lives in discontentment. These memes not only bring light to the situation, but also allow people to cope through humour and relatability.
What the actual fuck are you talking about? They are just stupid memes for people who eat crayons.
Well, true, but where you normies see dumb meme, us chads see artistic sensation. A Wojak speaks 1,000 words. Even at a glance, it's obvious exactly who and what they represent. There's no denying, they look very retarded. But trust me, this shit's far deeper than you think. Prince of Zimbabwe's Wojak, without a single word spoken, illustrates perfectly the extremely repetitive, meaningless existence of the rat race, sparking introspection and interesting takes in the comments, with users reflecting upon their own similar situations and how much they relate. This alone proves that Wojak is more than just a meme. Millennia thinker, from Baby Yoda's shitpost to making some of the most influential, thought-provoking Wojak memes on the entire internet. In a recent video called Pick Up the Rope Doomer, we see the Doomer character hating his life as a lonely truck driver. The video ends with a philosophical quote at the end, like when you die in COD 4. A depressing story depicting a life with no purpose. Of course, this meme sparked introspection in the comments, and even made little Raymond over here appreciate his grandma. Wholesome stuff. However, the meme was shared to r/doomers too. This is where it gets interesting. A subreddit of self-proclaimed doomers have related to the meme so much, they now embody it. As well as being kinda fucking disturbing, the very existence of the subreddit shows just how influential shitty MS Paint meme drawings have become, for better and for worse. Zoomers Liberate Iran by Dustin O'Daffer, RGB tanks, yeeting civilians and Fortnite dancing on corpses, a hilarious depiction of World War III fought by degenerates raised on the internet, showing how Zoom classes and shitty Chinese video apps have completely melted the brain cells of the youth.
That video was not philosophical, it was just offensive to Iranians.
Am I hugely overanalyzing a shitty meme that no one actually cares about? Probably. But it's undeniable that this is no ordinary meme. Thousands of degenerates from around the world coming together to create something so brain dead, they managed to make dumb MS Paint doodles of mentally deranged stickmen question our very own existence. From humble beginnings on a German message board to impacting millions worldwide, the Wojak meme has proved so effective at communicating complex, thought-provoking ideas to absolute spastics. Unlike Meditations, a book of philosophical literature by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, Wojak memes aren't boring as fuck, and any brainiac can understand them. In the modern day, with attention spans and chromosomes quickly depleting, Wojak memes may be having a bigger impact on society than some of history's most influential people. The world is changing, it's time to forget the virgin philosopher and instead welcome the Chad memologist.